G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to our little channel, Goodies Beer Reviews. What a very chilly, again, Sunday evening here on the north coast in New South Wales. Some big footy scores over the weekend, some good games of footy. I went away and I had to go away on Saturday. I had an appointment early up on the Goldie, ended up staying up there and had a few beers which I couldn't record at I think it's near the Hilton on Surfers Paradise, the House of Beer or House of Craft Beer, House of Beer. Oh mate, 36 or 32 craft beers on tap, and I had a couple of absolute crackers, but I won't go on about that. I'm tired, I'm back, and I've got Ballistic Beer Co. Oof. I don't know, can they be hit and miss? It's proudly Queenslandish up the top with a postcode Hawaiian Hazy Pale 375ml can, which is what we love here on the channel. If it's good, 4.6% ABV, big spiel on the back. Independent brewer, Ballistic Beer Co. Hawaiian Haze, 1.4 standard drinks. It's sweating a bit even though it's cold. Ballistic Beer Co. again. Oh, it's like you got dementia. Silver, poor man top, but let's go. Ooh. Oh, very good crack on the can with some foam erupting in eagerness to get into the glass. Dribble, schnibble, but we'll get there. Let's pour. Not too rough. It's come back in the car with me, this one, I think. Yeah, had to go up the coast and just one night. Fantastic craft beers at that place. Just stupendous and reasonably priced. Excellent customer service. I will Google's review it. Exceptional service, exceptional staff. The food looked amazing too. House of Beer, I think it's called. I don't want to get it wrong. I'll do it and I'll get the right thing and I'll put it in the link. Foamy, wish-washy looking beer. Hazy Pale Hawaiian in your 4%. Well, what do you expect at 4.6% ABV? Very professional tonight. Let's go, sniff. It reminds me of my pencil case when I was in year 5. It's a weird denim smell. It's a weird of denim. Very grassy, very I don't want to say chemically, because this might be a good beer. I got a 4-pack of this, so even if it's not a good beer, I'll have it. Because unless it's throw-worthy, which is VB type. Anyway, let's go. Shut up. It's just a funky, rubbery, like eraser. Ooh, that mouthfeel changes when you drink it. It's very, it's got a medium mouthfeel when you start, but it wish-washes. It goes away. However, that's got quite a very pleasant taste to it. That's a really nice beer. Now, if I was at this craft joint and I saw Ballistic Hazy Pale Hawaiian on tap, yes, you'd have multiple. This is one thing I'm learning in our journey on beer. If you like craft and if you like hoppy beers, like I got excited at this joint. It was just, I should pause and Google it and come back, but you can't miss it on service. It's $12.90 for a 30ml glass. Then you go to pints, then you go to the big jugs, And there were other gentlemen there at the time. I saw a table of gentlemen, about 8, and they were just loving it. people are going, oh, I don't like the fruity. Here, try this and try that. And it's like, and I had an IPA. Mrs. had a couple of cocktails, and I think it's just Florida. The cocktails come out with fancy smoke pouring out of it on the side and bubbles. You even get a tiara. I mean, I said, you got to keep that. But you know, the service was just exceptional. The food looked clean and lovely. The wait, you know, it was one of those places you can go up and order a beer. Oh, that's a nice beer. Look, this is really a pleasure. If you see this, I'd say buy it. It is, however, I'm not going to be, this is very critical. But then again, you're buying a Hawaiian tasting hazy pale. So it does taste heavily a pineapple, therefore it fits the brief. But yeah, the service, exceptional. So I will put in the link and name this video Ballistic Hazy Pale and that place, that craft beer joint I went to. 32 beers on tap, and this is a big plug to them. 32 beers on tap or so. They give you the sheet. And you know what I love? Love or hate it. Instead of doing QR codes and that shit, I know it's got a place. I know it's good. I know as a point of sale, it's probably great. But people coming up to you, young girls, young guys. There was a guy there last night. It was his first or second night. And you know what? You couldn't get a smile off his face. The mature lady, when we first went there, I don't remember names, I don't really care, service was impeccable. We're booked, we're this, we're that, but we can always accommodate. Do you mind sitting here? And we sat and overlooked the street with all the hoons going by, and again, people in like fucking Commodores with Chevy badges. I'm sorry, but like they've always got a loud exhaust, and you know it's a 6. It sounds like a big fart. This beer is getting better as I drink it. Or maybe I've just missed you guys and girls too. So it's a bit of a yarn. Big plug out to that joint, which, like I said, I'll name it in the title of the video because it was just great. I had Fixation beers there. Fixation Hazy XBA, about 5%. A little bit of head that came out. Sniffed every beer I had and enjoyed every beer I had. It was like, I'm not being silly. I said to them, it's like I'm clicking my heels. I was excited. And I only kept having the 330s because you just didn't want to get fixated, so to speak, on one. They had your standard, good stand. There was nothing, like you couldn't go in there and get a Tooheys New. You know, and some people don't like that. And I understand that. And then I'll tell you where I hit after that. I went to Sopo, which is this Southport PA. It used to be the old RSL, I think, Southport RSL. Geez, a lot of the RSLs are gone. Anyways, I'll leave it at that before I start waffling on, as I do. I had an appointment. Oh, I've got to tell you about the fucking... I shouldn't swear. My next video. As I choke. I can't name anyone, but the insurance company, and a shout out. They got me a vacuum that is a robot, and it's one you can't hook up with. It's just a vacuum that returns to base and like a robotic vacuum. Dudes and girls, if any watch, it just looks... I watched the videos on YouTube and I thought, geez, they've come a long way. Remember, they used to be real gimmicky. So we've got a lot to talk about over the next couple of beers. So if you love Goody and if you hate him, I don't give a shit. But I'm here having a yarn. And I'll go on about a few things in the next videos. An interaction I had with someone who identified as probably a skateboard or a fucking toaster, I don't know. They were young, coloured hair, had all the, like, you did, and you know what? When you open the door for someone and you're being polite, like chivalry, as a man, I don't know, you open the door for a woman, oh, but they want equal opportunity, I don't know, you just fucking do, don't you? When I walk down the side of a road near a curb, I walk on that side. Why? Because if a car comes and hits you, it's just fucking things I think men have to, and I mean, if you identify as a man, and if you are a man, fucking, I think you just got to act like a man. Carry your head high, put your chin up a bit, never slouch, never look down. Carry yourself the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you act. You walk into a room, never have your hands in your pockets. Fuck me dead, what am I, a spy? What a fucking great yarn and a great beer. Ballistic beer, if you watch this, I'll go your halves in a t-shirt as well. I've got to reach out to Deepwater and see if they'll sign up for half a t-shirt. Love each other. I've got so many bit yarns and spiels coming up about. It was just eye-opening, like, oh, I don't know. I looked at a lot of young people up there when I was up in the Gold Coast for that appointment, and I'm telling you, they were spewing. We've all had a chuck, or we've all, fallen off a cliff, or fucking got hit by a car, or done whatever. But you sort of, if you had to have a chuck, you have a chuck, and you just pretend everything's all right. These days, it's like people are throwing water bottles and chucking thongs and fucking, like, any reason to start a bit of beef. And two things are going to happen. You're going to get your teeth knocked out if you come up against someone who can fight, or you're going to just hurt someone and, don't want to go down that side, because then you're the offender. You've just got to be careful. So sometimes the best advice is don't get involved, but get involved if you think you're doing the right thing and you're a good person. I think that's the best advice I can give. Love each other, take care of each other, be kind to each other, and thank you for listening. Ballistic, Hazy, pale to the few people who listen to not just the beers but the big yarns, and you gotta fucking have them. Men are important.